Return of the Third Eye, or you could say the Jedi. For those of you that are familiar with the Star Wars movies, you'll recognize that term, and I'm going to talk about that in this video. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, it's very interesting, the likenesses of those Star Wars movies. A lot of the things that are said, the concepts of the way that movie plays out, and the creative process. And it's really quite helpful for me to talk about that in terms of my message for this evening, because a lot of the reason that we're not living the life that we want to live fully in the natural way of high vibration that we came for is that we've gotten weak on dreams, on feeling desires, and because of faulty beliefs. Of course, as we grow up, we get sort of pulled out of our natural dreaming abilities and the power of dreaming and the power of imagination and feeling those desires, feeling as being a very, very powerful attribute of our mind. And so that's one thing that causes us to be more in a low vibration and rather than our high vibration. And we want to talk about that. And the other thing is we get also more resistance. We get into more reacting, and also from faulty beliefs. We find that we are pretty heavy on reactions at times, and that's a lot of resistance in that. So resistance in that, and resistance in the lack of using the power of our imagination and dreaming. And what that adds up to is some pretty wobbly energy that's not really the high vibration match to the things that we want. And of course, without that match, then we're not receiving the path to our desires. As I talked about just quickly in last video about letting it flow, we see that everything is flowing to us, but as we have resistance, of course, we block the river, or we're blocking the runway, or we're clogging the pipe. You know, that's what this video is also talking about. But I'm going to talk about some additional things. So two things for sure is we've gotten weak on imagination, power of feeling, and dreaming, and we've got very strong on resistance through reactions to things. And all of that, of course, is because of faulty beliefs. And so we always want to clean that up, and then that will get us back into our natural mind. But the third eye, of course, is our imagination, is our dream state, and we can be awake and dreaming as much as asleep. And in fact, if we're awake, we're more focused, actually consciously, on a dream that we have, and we can feel it, and it's more in our, let's say, it's in our power to direct our thoughts around that versus our nighttime dreams when we're asleep, and they're kind of just flowing in there. We're not really consciously participating with them. So imagination is kind of awake dreaming, if you will. So let's talk about, first of all, let me go over to this slide and talk about the Jedi in that movie, the Star Wars. And in one of those movies where Yoda takes Luke in, and it's not that Luke doesn't have the power of the Jedi, which interestingly enough is the power of the mind. It's the ability to see and feel without the five senses and have that power in that way. And again, those of you that are familiar with those movies, you know what I'm talking about there. And particularly in this scene, in the swamp, where Yoda is encouraging Luke to uses the power of his mind to raise the X-wing out of the swamp, and Luke starts to have some success with that, but initially anyway doesn't do that, and then Yoda completes the task. And what it is that Yoda is helping Luke with is to restore the power that he has within him. And isn't that interesting? Because that's really what my books and all my teachings are about, is to help you be aware of and remember and reconnect with the power that you have to be the creator of your reality. And that as you use the power of your mind, imagination, and thought energy and feeling, that you can have your life come to you in very easy, joyous ways, similar to how easy Yoda brought the X-Wing up out of the swamp and brought it onto land. No effort there at all. So great metaphors in that movie for the creative process, all through the whole series for sure. But I wanted to mention this scene in particular, because this is where Yoda is helping to retrain Luke, his mind, the power of his mind, which is the power of the Jedi, basically. And so it's very similar to restoring the power of our mind, our natural power, to be the creator of our reality and have it the way we want it, very easily and joyously. So as this image says, sometimes you have to close your eyes so you can see more clearly. And the idea is we want to use our eyes to look, but our mind to see, and that's our third eye. So what we want to do is we want to get our strength back in dreaming. We want to be good dreamers. We want to be able to talk about our dreams as though they are now. I do this a lot in my one-on-one calls, my coaching calls. I get people to talk about their dreams, put themselves in the picture, sell me on being in there now. Not you're going to be in there at some future date, but now. I want to feel it now. And you can learn to do that. You can learn to talk emotionally as though the situation is now. I sometimes talk about my father in these videos and how he was a dreamer, and at times he would talk about something and he would be looking away, and I didn't think he had that thing, but I'll tell you, he was so convincing in the way his facial expression was, and he was talking about it. Sometimes I had to go look to make sure that it wasn't really there, and he was just talking from his imagination. And we all want to do that. We're born to do that. We're like that as children, and then we kind of get trained away from it. So we want to train ourselves back into the power of our imagination, the power of positive emotion feeling, along with our imagination, and that's the dreaming. And all that stuff is vibrational reality. It's a window into our vibrational reality, which means it's already done. We're not looking at something, we're not imagining something that maybe could come, or I wonder if it's going to come, or when it's going to come. No, it's none of that. You're looking at something in your imagination that's done, absolutely done, and on its way to you. Again, I sometimes use the example of your birthday. Your birthday is done and it's coming. You don't question that. And your imagination, when you see something that you want and it's a really heartfelt desire, that thing is as real as your birthday. And it is definitely on the way now. And so it's interesting to me, and I see it a lot as I ask people to talk with me about their dreams and take me into the dream, take me into that life as though it's already happened. And it's challenging for a lot of people. A lot of people are uncomfortable to be able to find the words and the feelings to talk about something that isn't physically here as though it is, but our emotions will play in both worlds. We don't need to have it physically in our hand to emotionally feel it. And this is what I help to train people to do, is to be able to feel it emotionally. And that is the power of our imagination. And we want to get good at that. And you may want to try it with yourself. Think about something that you want and talk about it as though you've already done it or you're experiencing it currently, and see how fluently you're able to do that. Because what a lot of happens to a lot of people is they talk about it and you listen to them, and at first when I listen to a story, they're telling me about it as though they're looking at it. They're not with it. They're standing separate from it, and they're telling me about a situation. And it's very interesting as I help them to get into the actual present moment of it. And so, interestingly enough, although we're born natural with that ability, for a lot of people, we've got to retrain that back into our consciousness because we get trained away from it. And this is a very, very powerful part of living our high vibration life. You must be able to comfortably and fluently talk about your dreams and desires as though they are now physically, but you can talk about them emotionally from a vibrational standpoint as though they are physical. So you don't need them to be physical to talk about them emotionally. So if you look at something that's in your physical world and you talk about it, something that you like, you're going to put emotion into that. You see, you can do the same thing that's with something that's vibrational on the way to you. You can still invest in it emotionally the same way as something that you have that's physical. And you want to learn to do that. That's a very, very powerful. It's pretty much a must, because that's what puts you on the vibrational frequency of it and allows it to manifest. Now, I'm not saying you have to spend any specific amount of time or sit down and, once a day or 3 times a day, think about the things that you want. You don't have to do that at all. What I say very often is, when it comes to your mind, and it will come to your mind, then you want to make sure that you're feeling it as a present moment emotional thing. And it just feels like, okay, it's not a big deal in terms of like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to get this or not. It'll be a big surprise if I get it, because I'm really not sure. No, you don't want to think that about your desires. It's, oh no, they're done, and I'm just sort of receiving the path now, and it's fun, and I'm having my fun on my way, and when it shows up, it's going to be really fun, but I know it's theirs. Again, it's like my birthday. That's the kind of certainty you want to feel. So we want to pump our imagination back up to its natural place, and we want to feel like this when we're dreaming and thinking about desires. We don't want to really have this expression. We don't want to feel like this, and that's not really the kind of vibration that's going to get us connected with those details that are going to bring in what we want. So this is the same kind of thing that Yoda was doing with Luke. And Luke was kind of down, here. And if you remember some of those scenes, he was kind of disappointed in himself. He wasn't sure that he could really do this. He didn't really even know if he really trusted or believed in it. And, Yoda kept working with him, and it kept coming along, and he restored that power within him to feel and to see with his mind and generate the power in that way to move things and that kind of thing. So that's what we want to kind of do with ourselves, is get ourselves back into that confident frame of mind where dreams are real now. Our imagination is real. We can feel it emotionally real. This is a very, very powerful thing that we must restore in order to live our high vibration life. Because anytime we think about our dreams, we want them to feel like this. We want to feel the presence of them, the emotional essence of them. Now, the other part that allows us to be back in our natural high vibration place, of course, is getting rid of all of this reactive stuff. We must get rid of the reactive stuff. And how do we do that? Well, what you want to do is you want to track your emotions through the day and catch any negative emotions, because behind every negative emotion is a thought that's out of alignment, and a thought that's out of alignment means you've got a faulty belief active. You want to list all of those faulty beliefs. You want to have a listing somewhere of all of your faulty beliefs, and then adjacent to the faulty belief, you want to have a new response. You want to write a new response to the situation that triggers you, so that when it happens, it doesn't trigger you anymore, because you have a different perspective on it. You have a new perspective. The creative process is going to allow you to look at it with a different perspective that shows you how it's serving you. And when you do that, and you practice that, when that situation comes, you stop reacting and you start responding in this new way. As you do that habitually, then you're going to find that you're reacting less and less and less. And that means you're taking the energy away from the faulty belief, and it's going to completely deactivate. Now, the other thing you want to do with this is you want to do sort of a weekly tracking to look at the extent of your reaction. So let's say you've got something in your life that's going on, maybe a family situation, maybe a job situation, a money situation, whatever it is, but there's something that when it happens, it triggers you, and you have a pretty strong reaction to it. And let's call the scale 1 to 10. So 10 is the strongest reaction. That's all out. And let's say you're there. Now, when you do this process that I'm talking about, you know the belief, you have a response, and now you're starting to catch yourself, and you're not doing that full-out reaction, but you're starting to bring in your new response. And you don't catch it all the time. Sometimes you go back at it again, but you're aware now, and you remember, and sometimes you're responding. Sometimes you're just staying calm. You're just sort of counting, breathing, not full out reacting. So you're getting better. So what you want to do is you want to see that number go from 10 to 0 over time. And it may fluctuate. You might get down to 6, and then you may go back up to 8, down to 5, back up to 9, down to 3. But what you're doing is you're trending down. You're trending down, and you're going to eliminate that reaction. So all of this stuff goes away, and then you've got all that resistance cleared out of your energy, and your vibration is going to rise. And now you can receive the path to the desires that you have. So now you're a high vibration in your day about everything, and your high vibration about your dreams and desires. Now you're in your natural high vibration frame of mind, and now your life is going to flow that way. And again, you don't think about manifesting things. They just manifest. When you get your energy in alignment, when you're feeling good, as I say, about the 5 areas of thoughts in your day: yourself, others, your past, your present, and your dreams. And then in your current life, it's about money, material wealth, I should say, which includes money, relationships, vocation, and health. And you've got good responses to all of that stuff. Then you are in your high vibration energy, and that's going to allow the dreams and desires that you have to flow into your experience. It's effortless. They'll come to you. They'll draw the action out of you. They'll draw everything out of you. They'll drop ideas in your mind. They will, through the law of attraction, it will set up synchronicities in your day to be in certain place at certain time. Completely effortless in that way, but not like you're sitting in a chair. You're going to be doing a lot of fun activity, because it's going to draw fun activity out of you. And that's the fun of life. That's the way it's meant to be. So we're kind of like Luke Skywalker when he was not remembering who he was as a Jedi. And we're all kind of Jedis in that way, that we have this power in our mind, but faulty beliefs kind of stole it away from us. And, those faulty beliefs have been interfering with all this power in our mind. And now we want to clean them out of there and restore our power, and our power of dreaming, of feeling, of imagining, of choosing good feeling thoughts, of positive perspectives in our day when we get into our day, in traffic and shopping, the things that we do, the work that we do, our family situations, our health situations, everything. We want to be processing everything in a good feeling way. Our third eye lets us stay connected with the creative process to show us how good life is set up for us. It lets us talk with our inner being to know what our inner being thinks of things, because it's always high vibration, always sees the good in things. And then we're observing with our eyes. And even if it's contrast, we see the celebration in that because we understand it, and then we're appreciating all things in our life. And you can see how different life is going to be when you've got that kind of high vibration energy streaming, broadcasting to the law of attraction. And of course, that is what your life is going to be all about. So it's the return of the third eye, the return of the power of our imagination, the return of the power of feeling, of thoughts. We're getting into a lot of return of our natural way to live life, returning to our ability to look at a situation and respond to it, stay calm because we understand it vibrationally, and we move through our day in all matters like that. And we're kind of like that Jedi. So, we want to get back to our natural life. And this is how we do it. And these are pretty much the two main things we want to work on. And I gave you a couple of ways to do that. And so put those to work for yourself. Get yourself back in alignment. Keep working on it day by day. And you will restore to your natural high vibration life that you came for. Okay, that's the video for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and have yourself a great day.